حي على الفلاح.
He is Allah, besides whom there is no God, the Sovereign, the Holy, the Peace Giver, the Faith Giver, the Overseer, the Almighty, the Omnipotent, the Overwhelming. Glory be to Allah, beyond what they associate. He is Allah, the Creator, the Maker, the Designer. His are the most beautiful names. Whatever is in the heavens and the earth glorifies Him. He is the Majestic, the Wise. God, there is no God but Him, the ever-living, the ever-watchful. Neither slumber nor sleep overtakes Him. All that is in the heavens and the earth belongs to Him. Who is there that can intercede with Him except by His leave? He knows what is before them and what is behind them, but they do not comprehend any of His knowledge except what He wills. His throne extends over the heavens and the earth. It does not weary Him to preserve them both. He is the Most High, the Tremendous. No one has the right to be invoked, supplicated, prayed to, or shown any act of worship but God alone. God alone is the Almighty, the Creator, the Sovereign, and the Sustainer of everything in the whole universe. He manages all affairs. He stands in need of none of His creatures, and all His creatures depend on Him for all that they need. He is the all-hearing, the all-seeing, and the all-knowing. In a perfect manner, His knowledge encompasses all things, the open and the secret, and the public and the private. He knows what has happened and what will happen and how it will happen. No affair occurs in the whole world except by His will. Whatever He wills is, and whatever He does not will is not, and never will be. His will is above the will of all the creatures. He has power over all things, and He is able to do everything. He is the most gracious, the most merciful, and the most beneficent. In one of the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we are told that Allah is more merciful to His creatures than a mother to her child. God is the Creator and the Sustainer of the universe, who created everything for a reason. Muslims believe that He created humankind with a simple purpose: to worship Him. He sent messengers to guide people in fulfilling this purpose. Some of these messengers include Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad, peace be upon all of them. They all taught a consistent message about God by affirming His greatness as the Creator and guiding people to worship Him alone. This basic concept has always resonated with people's natural understanding of God. Do you not see that to Allah bow down in submission all those in the heavens and all those on the earth, as well as the sun, the moon, the stars, the mountains, the trees, and living beings, as well as many humans? In Islam, Allah is considered to be the ultimate reality, the source of all existence, and the only being worthy of worship. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, describes Allah as the most merciful, the most compassionate, the King of kings, the Lord of the worlds. Allah is believed to be omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. This means that Allah is all-powerful, all-knowing, and present everywhere at all times. Muslims believe that Allah is a transcendent being, which means that He is beyond human comprehension. Allah is not limited by time, space, or physical limitations. And Muslims believe that He is beyond the limits of human understanding. Muslims believe that Allah is the ultimate reality and that He is the only being that truly exists. It's this same Lord of the universe, Allah, who created everything and apportioned a purpose of existence for each being. As for the humans, He tells us our aim in life is to worship Him alone. Every other thing is secondary. And I, Allah, created not the jinns and humans except they should worship me alone. Being the sole creator and master of the universe, Allah is the only deity worthy of worship and unconditional obedience. While Allah has given humanity the choice whether to obey Him or not in this life, other creations and objects, such as the animals, plants, mountains, oceans, and planets, are all in submission to the will of Allah. Allah is thus the sole master of the heavens and the earth, and He alone sustains all creation. Allah has no associate, no parents or children or predecessor or successor. His attributes are perfect, and He is free of animal needs. He sustains all and needs none to support Him. He is the supreme being, accountable to none. He has no beginning and no end. He has always been and always will be. The primary pillar of Islamic belief clearly states that there is nothing worthy of worship except God. Associating partners with God or attributing qualities of lesser beings to Him is considered to be the greatest sin in Islam. In the past, this often took the form of idol worship or praying to multiple lesser gods. Although this is less common now, the current era has replaced many of the physical idols of the past with other contemporary gods. Many people today allow passions like entertainment, drugs, relationships, or material objects to become the center of their lives. They become so consumed with these things that they submit to whatever will allow them to fulfill their desire. For example, if another person puts a loved one before God, by obeying that person, even if that causes them to transgress against God's commands, their loved one has taken precedence over God. Islam teaches that people should completely submit only to God, as He is the only one worthy of their worship. He is the creator and sustainer of the universe, and everything in it belongs to Him. The Quran points out the faulty thinking of those who worship other than God. How can you worship things you carve with your own hands when it is God who has created you and all your handiwork? What role does Allah play in our lives? Muslims believe that Allah plays a central role in their faith and divine existence. He is the creator of all, and there is nothing comparable unto Him. He is the giver and taker of life. Nothing happens except with His knowledge and will. With His is time from the beginning. He is the controller of time, and the end of time will not come except by His will. In addition, we believe that Allah is the source of all guidance and wisdom. He guides whoever He wills to the right path and leaves astray whoever He chooses. However, He endowed us with intellect in order to ponder over His signs and revelations. The Quran is considered to be the direct word of Allah, and Muslims believe that it contains all the guidance and wisdom necessary for living a good and righteous life. Has there not been over man a period of time when he was nothing to be mentioned. Verily, we have created man from drops of mixed semen, discharge of man and women, in order to try him. So we made him hear, seer. Verily, we showed him the way, whether he be grateful or ungrateful. Muslims also believe that Allah is the King of Kings, the ultimate judge, and he will determine the fate of all human beings on the Day of Judgment. We certainly believe that our faith is incomplete without accepting the realities of the Day of Reckoning. Part of the Islamic belief is that Allah will judge all people based on their deeds, not how they look, and he will reward the righteous and punish the wicked. And we created not the heavens and the earth, and all that is between them, for mere play. We created them not except with truth, but most of them know not. Verily, the Day of Judgment, when Allah will judge between the creatures, is the time appointed for all of them. The day when a near relative cannot avail a near relative in aught, and no help can they receive, except him on whom Allah has mercy. Verily, he is the Almighty, the most merciful. According to Islam, Allah is present above the heavens with his throne, which may be thought of symbolically or as a physical object, encompassing all that exists. The physical nature of Allah is beyond human perception and hence indescribable. However, to give us an indication of his unique physical nature, the Quran states that Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth, and compares him to a beautifully glowing light that originates from a blessed source and illuminate all its surroundings. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The example of his light is like a niche within which is a lamp. The lamp is within glass, the glass as if it were a pearly white star lit from the oil of a blessed olive tree, neither of the east nor the west, whose oil would almost glow even if untouched by fire. Light upon light, Allah guides to his light whom he wills, and Allah presents examples for the people, and Allah is knowing of all things. Although Allah cannot be seen in this life, he is very close to us and knows our inner thoughts, desires, intentions, and even fantasies. Allah reveals in the Quran that he is closer to a human than his or her jugular vein. He is Al-Wali, the friend of those who are righteous and devoted to him. He is Al-Wadud, the loving, and As-Salam, the peace. He responds to his servants when they sincerely call out to him, provides for them, and helps them find their way in life. Many of Allah's attributes signify his exalted status, his majesty, sovereignty, unmatched power, and absolute control over everything. Yet Allah allows things to proceed the way they do in this world, choosing only to help his servants through subtle means and without making his intervention obvious, and guiding them through his revealed messages. On the Day of Judgment, however, his presence shall be witnessed by all. He shall impart justice on every soul, and shall even be seen by those who serve him well in this world. Some of Allah's attributes may seem contradictory at first glance. For example, he has been described in the Quran as both the grantor of honor and humiliator. This is because while some of his attributes are universal and unconfined, others are more restricted to circumstance. He has universally granted honor to humanity by making us of the best stature. However, those who deny God, associate others with him, or work corruption, invite his humiliation in the afterlife. This explains how he grants honor and humiliates at the same time. Similarly, Allah's attributes of being the avenger and the one who subdues are limited to certain circumstances, whereas His attributes of being the forgiver, merciful, compassionate, and relenting are universal and all-encompassing. Why Islam? If you agree with the basic concepts in this lecture, you may still ask why Islam stands out from other religions. The reason is simply that Islam is the final and complete way of life that God revealed to guide humanity. Previous divine messages, such as the ones taught by Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, have been lost or altered throughout time. God chose to send Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to deliver His final message, which maintains the core teachings of all the previous revelations. The book sent to Muhammad was the Quran, which was revealed as guidance for all of humanity. Just like the Torah sent to Moses and the Gospel sent to Jesus, the Quran is a guidebook teaching us how to worship God in the purest manner and thereby achieve our purpose in life. The Quran is unique because it has remained preserved in its exact and original form for more than 1,400 years. Islam is not a new way of life. Rather, it is the final message which upholds the same essential beliefs that God sent to humanity throughout all of His messengers. Through this message, God calls on each individual to lead a conscientious life by drawing close to Him and to remain cognizant of their final accountability in front of the one and only God. Has the time not come for those who have believed that their hearts should become humbly submissive at the remembrance of Allah and what has come down of the truth? Imam Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawzi summarizes the fruits of journeying through the names of Allah thus: if a person ascends into the realm of realization, where he can almost see the perfect trait of Allah and His majestic descriptions, his soul will feel a special type of nearness, causing a person to worship Allah as if he can see Him. This is the perfection of one's faith. Understanding the concept of God from an Islamic perspective is essential for knowing your purpose of existence, beliefs, and practices. Despite the mystery surrounding who Allah is, His role and importance to the generality of humanity cannot be overemphasized. Say, He is Allah, the One, the self-sufficient Master, whom all creatures need. He begets not, nor was He begotten, and there is none co-equal or comparable unto Him.